All right, I'm really excited to share with everyone a project that we did last quarter with the 5th graders. We did a project-based learning activity, and for those of you who don't know what project-based learning is, it's a student-led activity, and you give them an overarching question. They have to try and solve a problem to help them figure out, and it's very real world. So the problem I gave them was, how would you open a food truck? So if you wanted to open a small business in the future, how would you do it? And I kind of let the students lead where this wanted to go, and as we went through each step, they had different questions to ask. So they asked, like, well, how do we know what food to serve? And they had to plan that. And then they had to figure out, well, the recipe I'm finding only has, it's only for 5 or 6 people. So we learned to scale recipes. And then they were building models of food trucks and figuring out how much to price the food. And while they were so busy sort of solving this problem, I was able to teach things like multiplying and dividing fractions. I was able to teach multiplying and dividing decimals, conversions within the metric unit, like metric system, and then also the customary unit. We worked on budgeting, finance. We got to build a model, and I'm going to show you one of these. So here's one of our models we actually built of Asian cuisine. That was one of our food trucks. But we got to build these little models when they were doing that and thinking they were just coloring and having a good time designing, we were actually talking about area and perimeter, and we were talking about nets of 3D objects. I don't know if you can see inside, they also built little refrigerators and microwaves and fryers. This one has a deep fryer in it as well. So they're able to talk about the nets of the 3D objects. So while they think that they're just doing this really fun activity, they're also learning real life skills and how to apply them. I love making math. I love making math applicable to their lives. It's really hard for kids to be invested in the math if they don't know how they're going to use it. So I love making it so they know how they're going to use it in the future. And then at the very end, we had so much fun. We finished all these different food trucks, and we had a food truck fair. So they all got $20 to go around and spend at their friends' food trucks, and they got to budget what they wanted to spend it on, things like that. So we worked on individual budgets. We worked on a larger scale budget. And then they just had a good time shopping at their friends' food trucks and celebrating with their friends and all their hard work and all that they've learned. So I'm so proud of them and all the hard work they put into this, and I just really wanted to share what an amazing job they did.